welcome back to my channel. My name is Ritika, by the way, in case you all did not know, which I'm pretty sure you guys must not be knowing because I forget to mention my name every single time. So my name is Ritika. If you all are new to my channel, welcome to my little family. I hope you guys like the videos that I make, and if you all have any suggestions, you all can comment in the comment box below and I will do it for you all. Anyway, today in this video, we are going to be discussing my current favorites. I have not done this video in such a long time. And let me tell you, there are so many new products that were introduced in the market and companies were kind enough to send it to me, and I ended up loving so many of them, and so many of the makeup products have actually replaced my holy grail products. So yeah, if you are interested in knowing what are my current favorites, please keep watching. But before going, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to press the bell button right next to the subscribe button so that you all get notified every single time I upload. So yeah, now let's get into the video. Let's start with foundation. The foundation that I have been currently loving and I've been using non-stop every single day is this NYX Total Control Cover Drops, and this is in the shade Classic Tan. Ever since NYX sent me this entire range of the Total Control Cover Drops, oh my god, I've been using it non-stop. It gives you such a flawless finish, but it's not heavy. It's very skin-like. It has a very buildable coverage, so you can go from medium to sheer to full coverage. From sheer to medium to full coverage, you will achieve it with this foundation. And the best part is that it is so lightweight and it blends into your skin so well. It actually looks like skin. That is the reason I absolutely love this foundation. And secondly, the most important reason why I love this foundation is because it suits my oily skin so well. It lasts me so long. Even after the 6th or the 7th hour mark, I'm not that oily. It does not cake up. It does not gather right here near my nose. It does settle a little bit in my cracks, which is normal. I don't think any foundation that I have does not settle in my cracks, so that's okay. That's a given. I, like literally ignore that part. But love this foundation. Yeah, you get a little less quantity for the price, but I would totally go and rebuy this foundation if I finish it off, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish it very soon. So the second foundation that I wanted to mention is actually a little on the high-end side. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. So let me tell you a little story. I have been wanting to get my hands on this foundation since a very long time, and Smashbox wasn't in India. And the moment it released in India, I actually went to the Sephora store and got myself this foundation. And I'll tell you why I was so eager to buy this foundation. This foundation was actually so promising, and I have actually seen people with oily skin tone raving about this foundation, and I actually wanted to know whether this does work. And let me tell you, this is a budge-proof foundation. This is what I'm wearing on my face right now. It looks so flawless. It does not feel cakey. It does not look cakey. And it will last you the entire day. I think it will last you 24 hours because I do not get oily whatsoever when I use this foundation. So when I know that I have to go for an event, or if I'm going to be out for a very long time, or I'm in the heat and I'm going to be sweating, this is the foundation that I use every single time. Now this is a medium to full coverage foundation. Like one pump will give you a medium coverage, and if you go and build it up, you will get a fuller coverage, and you will definitely find a shade for yourself because it has quite a lot of shades. And the shade which I use is 3.15. This is the exact match for my skin tone. But right now I have gotten a little fair, so it is a little bit darker. I do not know how I got fair. I think it's because of the skincare product that I've been using currently, which I will mention just in a little bit, like in the end of the video. But yeah, love this foundation. This is a little bit expensive, but if you want a foundation, if you want to invest in a foundation which lasts you the entire day and does not make it feel very heavy on your face, feels just like skin, it's not very uncomfortable, this is the foundation that you should go for. And if you're an oily skin type, this is a holy grail foundation for me. You are not gonna sweat, you're not gonna get oily, nothing of that sort. So love this foundation. So the next product was actually a random buy. That was when I'd gone to buy the Studio Skin by Smashbox, and I ended up at the Cover FX counter and I went ahead and bought this matte translucent powder. Now I had heard a little bit about this powder being good for oily skin tones, so I thought why not just invest in it, because I was any which ways looking for a good translucent powder. I actually want to try the Laura Mercier one, but I haven't still gotten the chance to get my hands on it. But then I was like, I'll just try this powder out, and if it works for me, well and good. And let me tell you, this powder is the best, hands down the best translucent powder that I've ever used. I'll tell you why. First of all, it sets my foundation so well. It does not make it budge, does not cake up. It's very lightweight, but let me tell you, it does add a little bit of coverage to your face. But the most important part about this Cover FX translucent powder is that it blurs out my skin so smoothly. I can't even see my pores. If you guys could see me right now closely, you would understand what I'm talking about. It actually blurs out my pores. It makes my skin look so smooth every single time I set my face with this translucent powder. It does magic, guys. You guys should totally try this Cover FX translucent powder. It is the best, and I do not know if any powder will come close to this one. It literally makes your skin look like you have a filter which smooths your skin. Oh my god, I can't stop raving about this, and I actually want to get a shade lighter to, you know, brighten my under eyes, because this is a shade too dark for brightening my under eyes. It actually makes it like a one dimension. So I want to buy the lighter shade as well. But this is my holy grail powder. I love this, and in photography, oh my god, it does not even give you a flashback. It's so flawless. Love this powder. And I think I forgot to mention the shade. This is in the shade medium. You get shades in this translucent powder. So medium was my shade, but I want a lighter shade to brighten my under eyes. So you get the point. So now let's talk about my eyebrows. Oh my god, I have actually changed the way I do my eyebrows recently. Before, I just used to use a pomade, shape them, fill them in and leave it at that. But I have been loving to fill them in. After using the pomade, I like to fill them in with a eyebrow powder. That is how I get those sharp Instagram eyebrows, which I absolutely love. So what I have been currently doing is using my Eyebrow by Benefit to shape my eyebrows and draw hair-like strokes, just to give it a little bit of dimension. That hair-like strokes that I need. I do not have that good of my, I do not have that good eyebrows. They are very sparse. So after I have shaped them, I go ahead and fill them in with this particular product. This is the Sivanna Colors Eyebrow Kit, and I think this is in the shade 03. So you get two different shades. One is this darker brown shade, darker grayish brown shade, and this is a lighter brown shade. This I do not use that often. Sometimes I use it when I want a little bit more of an ombre effect right at the front of my eyebrows, but most of the times I just go in and fill my eyebrows in with this shade right here. And this product is so compact, first of all, and it's very good for travel as well, and it's so very inexpensive. I think I got this for around 295 rupees, and for 295 rupees this powder is so pigmented. Oh my god, I love this product. I have been using this like every single day. Even if I'm not using my Eyebrow, I go ahead and fill my eyebrows in with this powder, and it does the job so well. Love this product. In case you're looking for a good eyebrow powder, I highly suggest that you go ahead and buy this one. You will get it on Amazon. I will leave all the links to all the products that I'm mentioning in the description box below, so that you all can go ahead and buy whatever you like. Okay, now let's move on to our eyes. Like, I do not even know how to tell you guys how many palettes that I have. There are so many eyeshadow palettes that I use non-stop, and pretty much all of them are very good. Let me know if you all want a video where I will do my top eyeshadow palettes so that you all can get a better idea of what palettes I use and what palettes I love, because there are so many of them which I use on a regular basis which are bomb. But I specifically wanted to mention this eyeshadow palette from NYX which they sent me. This is the Lid Lingerie Palette. Let me tell you, I broke this palette when I was actually filming. I was doing some trick where I had to bounce it and it fell from my hand and I broke the entire palette. But luckily, the shades were intact except for this shade. Okay, let me tell you that this eyeshadow palette is everything that I need in a matte eyeshadow palette. There's a burnt orange which has a little bit of coral undertones. This shade is so beautiful. Let me swatch it for you so that you guys can understand the shade. And it's so pigmented, oh my god, and they blend like a dream. They blend so easily. It does not take any efforts to blend this eyeshadow palette, this particular eyeshadow palette. And this is my favorite shade from this entire palette. The second shade that I absolutely love is the shade that I broke. This is a darker brown shade, and again, look at the pigmentation, guys. The pigmentation is so spot on. They blend easily. They are super buildable. I cannot rave enough about this palette. If you're looking for a good matte eyeshadow palette, I highly suggest this one, because first of all, you get this creamy white shade that you need as a base to set your base with the eyeshadow. That creamy white shade is right here. Then you have a transition shade. You have your inner corner. You have your outer corner shade, which will deepen up your crease, which will deepen up your outer corners. And the best part is that you get mauve shades. Like this can be your transition mauve shade, and this can be your crease shade and your outer corner shade. It will look stunning. So you can do a lot of different matte eyeshadow looks with this palette itself. I think this palette is gonna go with me wherever I travel. This is that good. This is the only palette that I need, and just 2 or 3 shimmer shades if I ever want to go and glam up a little bit. The next product is an eyeliner. This is the eyeliner from Inglot. This is in the shade. So the shade is not written on this. This is actually the black gel eyeliner that they have, and you get so much product first of all in this. It's unbelievable, and it's just 1,000 rupees. When I went ahead and bought it, it was 1,000 rupees. So I think it will be a little bit more expensive right now because of the CGST and SGST taxes and all of that. But this eyeliner, now if you guys do not know, I started off applying my wing liner with a gel liner, and I used to absolutely love it. But then I got introduced to a brush tip, that is the NYX liquid liner, the vinyl black liquid liner. I absolutely used to love it. I still do. And then I went ahead and bought this Inglot gel liner, and I have been obsessed, guys. This is so black and it does not budge, it does not transfer, but sometimes it does transfer in my inner corner if it is not set properly. If it's a little bit too wet, it has not dried off completely, it does transfer on my lower waterline. So you have to make sure that you dry it off completely. But once it is set, it's not gonna move. It's so creamy. This is the creamiest gel liner that I've ever used, and it's so easy to get your wing with this particular gel liner because of it being that creamy. If you are a gel liner kind of a girl, I highly suggest going and trying this one out. This is absolutely beautiful and you get so much product. And let me tell you, this gel liner actually does not dry off very fast like the others do. Like the Maybelline gel liner does dry off pretty fast. Even the L'Oreal one does dry off pretty fast, but this one hasn't even dried a little bit since I bought it. I think it's been almost 4 months since I bought this eyeliner and it hasn't dried or anything of that sort. Love this liner. Let me know in the comments below if you all want a wing liner tutorial, because I think it's been a long time since I did that particular tutorial and my techniques have changed. So if you all want to have that video, let me know. The next product is also from NYX. This is the Sweet Cheeks palette, and this is what the palette looks like. Oh my god, let me tell you, these are all the shades that I actually need in a blush palette. I usually don't tend to wear blush that often, but you know, some looks do call for it. And I am actually wearing this particular palette on my face. So I'm wearing these two shades mixed. The shade is like the perfect nudie blush shade that I love, and this is like a berryish color. So I went ahead and mixed these two, and if you guys can see, there's a slight flush on my cheeks. I do not apply too much blush, just to give a little bit of healthy flush. And let me tell you, this entire palette is very pigmented, so you have to be very careful. You just have to dip it once in any of the blush colors that you'll need, and it's gonna look beautiful. It blends so beautifully. It is not patchy whatsoever, and it's very easy to apply. And this is all the shades that you'll ever need, guys. So the next palette is also from NYX. I'm so sorry, there are so many NYX products, but what can I do? I have been using them non-stop. So this is their NYX Contour and Highlight Palette. I got this a year back when actually NYX released in India, and I had started liking it at that point, but there were so many different things that I wanted to try that I kept this on hold, on the side, in a table, and I completely forgot about it. And then I again came across it and I started using it again. This particular palette is all you need, guys, and all the shades in this are so spot on for every skin tone. Let it be a dusky skin tone, let it be a deeper skin tone, let it be a fair skin tone. You are getting all the shades in this palette, and the formula is again spot on. They are not patchy whatsoever. They blend very easily. So the two shades that I particularly use is this shade right here and this shade right here. This shade I use to bronze my face, and this is the shade that I use to contour my face with. And this banana shade right here I use to set my under eyes sometimes when I want to brighten that under eye area. It's the perfect banana shade that I need to brighten under my eyes. So if you are a makeup artist, this is a perfect palette for you because you get all the shades that you need. And even if you all are looking for a good contour and highlight palette, I highly suggest this one because it has all the things that you need. Even if you want to set your foundation, get this shade right here if you are on the fairer side. But if you're not on the fairer side, this will be of no use to you. But this banana shade is definitely going to be a good use. So you guys know my obsession with highlighters. I absolutely love blinding highlighters. And one of the highlighters that I bought a long time back was this Physicians Formula Warm Nude Shimmer Strips. I actually forgot about it, and at that point I did not know how to actually use a highlighter properly. So I thought, why not like give it a try again. And let me tell you guys, I love this highlighter. This is a little bit blinding. It's not very blinding. You can go ahead and layer it and you will get that blinding effect. But yet the most important part about this highlighter is that it actually is so smooth on your skin. It is not chunky whatsoever. It looks like a glow from within, but yet a very bright glow if you all want to go ahead and intensify it, which I normally do. And this is what it looks like, but the packaging is actually so bad. I know that it's very difficult to get your hands on this Physicians Formula highlighter. If you all want to get it, I will link it in the description box below. There's an Instagram page which sells these Physician Formula highlighters, and you can completely go ahead and trust her. She does not give you any fake products. She is very cooperative, so that's a good thing. I absolutely love buying stuff from her because I can rely on her. And even if you get a damaged product, she is so kind enough that she will actually replace it for you. So that's a good part. But anyway, let me talk a little bit about this highlighter. And as you guys can see, the packaging is shit. It is a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's totally worth it. And the shades that I absolutely love using as a highlight shade is this top 4 rows, as in the top 6 shades in the first 2 rows. Oh my god, they are so buttery. First of all, you see they are so pigmented, and you can use all these shades as your eyeshadows as well. So it's like a multi-purpose kit. So in case you all are as obsessed with highlighters as I am, this is a product that you should completely try. Let me swatch it right here. Look at it. It's so smooth. It's not chunky whatsoever, but yet it's so blinding. So you can actually get all the different tones of highlighters from this particular shade. You can mix a pink shade with a golden shade or a golden shade with a whiter shade. so that you know you can get a lighter highlight or a darker highlight depending on the skin tone that you are. The last makeup product are lipsticks. Now I'm not going to mention any of the nude lipsticks in this particular video because I've already done my current top favorite nude lipsticks. If you all want to watch it, I will link it somewhere right here. So now let's talk about some beautiful darker lipsticks. Now I have been obsessed with reds. I'm wearing red right now. I have been wearing red non-stop for almost a week straight. So let's talk about the reds that I've been loving currently. One of them is again sent to me by Nyx. Oh my god, there are so many Nyx products. Nyx has not sponsored this video whatsoever. I just end up loving their products. So this is the Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Monte Carlo. Again, I've done a full lip swatch video on this particular formula. I will again link it somewhere here in case you are interested. There are such good shades in that particular range. Oh my god, there are so many of them which I absolutely love. But let's talk about this one. This is like the perfect red shade, but it's not on the orangey red side, it's more on the bluey pinky red, and it looks so stunning. It's like a bold lip. Of course reds are a bold lip color, but this particular one is so comfortable to wear. Again, it does not budge. Even if you eat something, it does budge a little bit, but you can go ahead and reapply it and it's not going to look patchy whatsoever. And the best part about the soft matte lip creams are that they actually don't feel like you've applied anything on your lips. So this is one of them. The next two shades are also reds, but these are from the Nykaa Matte-ilicious Lip Crayon collection. One of them is called as Kiss and Tell, and the second one is Hot as Red. Now both are matte lipsticks. These are the two lipsticks that I'm wearing on my lips right now. The first color that I've applied is Kiss and Tell, which is more on the darker red side, and I have topped it off with Hot as Red, which is more of an orangey red. So let me tell you, Kiss and Tell is more on the darker red side, but more like a cool toned red, and Hot as Red, it's like a tongue twister. Hot as Red, it's not hot as hell. Hot as Red, okay. So this is more on the pinkier orangey side. It's more of a lighter red. So what I do is apply Kiss and Tell all over my lips, and I apply a little bit of Hot as Red right in the middle of my lips just to give it a little bit of dimension and to make it look more pouted. So these are the two shades, and on top of that, the formula of these Nykaa Matte-ilicious lip crayons are very, very good. They are very opaque, as you all saw. They are very matte and they do not budge, they do not they do transfer, by the way. Yeah, they do transfer since it's a crayon formula, but they are so very comfortable on your lips. Again, it does not make your lips look patchy or it does not make your lips look cracky. They are so beautiful, and they are very, very inexpensive. So that is the reason I absolutely love Nykaa Matte-ilicious. These are one of my favorite lip crayons to use, like favorite lipsticks in general to use. And the last shade that I again want to talk about is more on the darker side, and this is from the Nyx Lid Lingerie collection. This is in the shade After Hours. Now it can be a little too drying if you all do not apply a lip balm underneath before going with this lipstick, but if you do, it's gonna look fabulous and gonna feel also very comfortable on your lips. So this is like a darker brown shade, and this is like a perfect fall shade. It's like a more on the chocolatey brown side, and it just looks stunning. Again, it's a deeper brown, so it's gonna be like a bold lip for you, and I absolutely love bold lips. So this was the last product. So the last product is a skincare item. This is from the Face Shop. This is the White Seed Brightening Serum. This is my second bottle, and I absolutely love this product. I'll tell you why I love it, because the moment I started using this product, my skin got cleared. It got way more brighter. It looks way more healthier, and wherever I felt like I had dark spots or dark areas around my face, it has gotten so lighter. It literally brightens your face, and this is a product that I use every single day and night. This is one product that I never skip. It makes my skin feel so supple, so hydrated, but yet not very sticky. You can go ahead and buy this on Nykaa, and I'm sure if you guys have skin problems, this can cure it. It is a bomb product. So yeah, this is the last one. So guys, those were all the products that I've been loving currently. Let me know in the comments below what are the products that you are loving currently, so that I can go ahead and try them out, and maybe I might also end up loving them. So any which ways, I'm gonna end the video here. I will see you all in my next video very soon. Until then, bye.